Next, making chemical equation more informative. Okay, making chemical equation more informative. How? See, observe carefully. Here, following four properties, based on that we will make a chemical equation more informative. Okay, in that first one, physical state. Okay, physical state. Okay. Here the matter or the substances or reactants which are undergoing in a chemical reaction and the substances or products which are formed in a chemical reaction is present in which state. Okay, that is means it can be, the matter can be exist in three states, that are solids, liquids and gases. Okay, solids, liquids, gases. Here also the physical state of the reactants, okay, and products present in which state, based on that we express in the subscript of the chemical equation. Okay, here take for example iron oxide. Iron oxide when treated with aluminium, it will be form iron and aluminium trioxide. Okay, aluminium trioxide will be formed. In this chemical reaction, in which state of, okay, in which state the iron oxide is present? Okay, by using the subscript S, that means the iron oxide is present in the state of solid. Okay, it represents that the, when we write the subscript in S, that means here it represents the iron oxide is present in the state of solid. Here aluminium also present in the state of solid. Okay, here iron oxide so present in the state of solid and aluminium oxide also present in the state of solid. Here when different types of reactants are present in different states, that are in three states, when it is present in the solid state we represent by using S. When a substance is present in the state of liquid, in that time we use L, and when substances are present in the state of gaseous, in the time we use G. By using these three symbols in reactants and products are present in which physical state. Okay, this is one. Next, heat changes. Okay, heat changes. Here when a chemical reaction occurred between the reactants, here heat changes maybe takes place. Based on heat changes, the chemical reaction is classified into two types. First one, exothermic reaction, and second one, endothermic reaction. Okay, exothermic reaction, endothermic reaction. Here heat changes takes place in a chemical reaction. It is denoted heat energy or heat changes is denoted with plus Q. Okay, plus Q symbol. That means here heat energy is evolving in a chemical reaction or heat energy is liberating in a chemical reaction. Here when we represent it as minus Q, that time it is said to be endothermic reaction. For example, take a chemical reaction CO2 gives rise to C plus O2. In that time it is evolved some heat energy. This is called exothermic reaction. When nitrogen is treated with oxygen, it will be formed 2 moles of nitric oxide. In that time it will be absorb some heat energy. So that's why it is denoted with minus Q. Okay, it is also called endothermic reaction. Once again, based on heat changes, the chemical reactions are classified into two types, exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. Here heat energy is denoted with Q when a chemical reaction occurred, when a chemical reaction or decompose, here carbon dioxide when decompose, it will be form carbon and oxygen. In that time it will be liberated or evolved. In that time it is denoted with plus Q. It is called exothermic reaction. Here when nitrogen is treated with oxygen, it will be formed 2 moles of nitric oxide. Okay, nitric oxide. In that time it is absorbed. It is denoted with minus Q. It is called exothermic reaction. Next, gas evolved. Okay, here in some chemical reactions takes place, in that time gas is evolved. For example, take zinc. Okay, zinc when treated with H2SO4, it will be form ZnSO4 plus hydrogen gas is evolved. When in a chemical reaction gases are evolved, it is denoted with upward arrow mark. Okay, here zinc when treated with sulfuric acid, H2SO4 means sulfuric acid, it will be formed zinc sulfate. ZnSO4 means zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is evolved. In a chemical reaction when gases are evolved, it is denoted with upward arrow mark. Okay, here next one, precipitate formed. Okay, here precipitate means insoluble substance is called precipitate. For example, AgNO3 means silver nitrate plus NaCl. Okay, NaCl here gives rise to, here Ag as positive charge, Ag means silver, NO3 has negative charge, Na positive charge, Cl minus charge. Okay, this positive charge or cations attack on this negative charge. Okay, here this positive charge attack on this negative charge. Okay, it will be formed in this chemical reaction. Silver chloride is formed as a precipitate. Okay, precipitate means insoluble substance is called precipitate. Precipitate is settled down in the apparatus. Okay, in a chemical reaction. Once again, when silver nitrate is treated with sodium chloride, it will be formed silver chloride and sodium nitrate. Okay, sodium nitrate, here silver chloride is denoted with downwards arrow mark, that is it is formed as a precipitate in this chemical reaction. Okay, some chemical reactions takes place only in the presence of sunlight. Okay, here which are called photosynthesis reactions. Okay, photosynthesis reaction and photolysis reactions. Okay, here silver chloride in the presence of sunlight, it will be decomposed as silver and chloride. Okay, this is called photolysis reactions. Here silver chloride in the presence of sunlight, it will be decomposed as silver and chlorine. Next, another one reaction, carbon dioxide when treated with water molecule. Okay, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it will be formed glucose and 6 moles of oxygen will be evolved. Here C6H12O6 means glucose. This is called photosynthesis reactions. It is occur only in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, carbon dioxide and water molecule in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, plants prepare their food by using these 4 factors and prepare the food glucose, that is C6H12O6. This is called photosynthesis reaction. Okay.